everybody, this is Daryl.
This is Aaron.
And we're talking new comics for the week of June 24th, 2015.
June 24th.
Guess what? We're going to tackle the alphabet A to Z this time, one more time, Aaron. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let the countdown.
Age and Zombies. Oh, I'm sorry. I was jumping the gun there. Let's go.
Age of Zombies. Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies, number 1. You like Age of Ultron? Did you read it, Aaron?
No.
Alright, first of all, let's clarify. Secret Wars titles are not all rehashes of the old storylines. They're actually either honor the story, spin off of the story, or continue the story. Now this is the Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies. Should you read it? Of course, it's Secret Wars. That's about all I can say about it, because that's all I know about the book.
You didn't read it?
It hasn't come out yet. It comes out this Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Is that today?
It's not actually today.
No, it's not actually today.
We're in a time warp. I'm not sure if it's Marvel's or DC's. It's just one of them.
As long as it's not a convergence, we're okay.
Convergence wasn't terrible.
I'm just kidding. That was just a joke.
It wasn't good.
Speaking of convergence, it's your last chance to save 50% off on all Convergence titles. Use the code in-store or online, WARLORD15, that's WARLORD 15, to get 50% off all Convergence titles.
This is a really good thing for minis, because the minis, there's really not many
The minis are better than the main series.
Mm-hmm.
Main series, about half of it was good and the rest of it was junk. But it's,
50-50, yeah, I'd agree with that.
So, but the
fair and balanced.
The minis are great. I'm going to pick up World's Finest. Anyway, use that code. It ends this Wednesday, June 24th is the last day to save 50% off on all Convergence titles.
Last day.
All right, moving on. Next book, Ant-Man, Larger Than Life, number 1. Ant-Man, the movie, is coming out here in a few weeks, 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Could be 4 weeks. I lose track. But anyway, it's coming out. It's a great time to try Ant-Man. The regular book is hilarious. This is a new number 1. Check it out.
I take Daryl's word for it.
It's Ant-Man. And
it sounds pretty funny. If you're in for a funny book, I'd say Ant-Man's probably a good choice.
Yeah, I think it's one of those books, if you like some humor, read it. Aquaman, number 41. New writer.
I'm curious about this one because Cullen Bunn is on it, and Cullen Bunn is really good. If you guys haven't read any of his stuff, you should.
Yeah, he's on, I think he's on Moon Knight right now. Sinestro.
And he was writing for
Magneto. He's
got independent stuff going. Like, just pick a company Cullen Bunn probably writes one book for, and I don't see how he has time for it.
So anyway, Jeff Parker's off the book, so this is a good jumping on point to come back to Aquaman. I dropped Aquaman way back in like the early 30s, right before the Parker run started getting really good, at least for me, to hold me. But Aquaman 41 is a great jumping on point. And Mira is trying to kill Aquaman.
Yeah, it's interesting. I read the whole thing. It was all really good. And of course, Jeff Johns is Jeff Johns. I've recently discovered there is one Jeff John hater out there.
Yes, and that's crazy talk.
It is crazy
He's
talk.
one guy that actually usually honors DC's history, yet puts a new positive or modern spin on it that gives things a new dynamic.
It's funny, though, to each his own. Even a Stan Lee hater. But it happens.
How can you hate Stan Lee?
It happens. But anyway.
Now, is this a friend of yours, Karen?
I know him.
I'm just joking.
He doesn't like Stan Lee or Jeff Johns. No, most of the stuff that he says I agree with.
You know,
not those two
before
guys.
Someone says, "Do you want to be my friend?" You got kids on the playground. Number question number 1: do you like Stan Lee? Kid says no. Walk away. So walk away.
Same thing with Jeff Johns. I don't like Jeff.
Anyway, that's Aquaman.
Aquaman looks pretty good. I think it's going to be interesting. Cullen Bunn, good stuff.
I would say this would be a book to try this week. Definitely, if you haven't read Aquaman in a while, it'd be a great jumping on point. DC this whole month has got jumping on points on all their books. It's worth a shot. That truth.
There's been more good than bad, really.
I will agree. More good than bad from DC. Now that they pulled New 52 off the books and actually kind of opened their... they've kind of... Despite my criticism of DC, I do applaud them for trying different things. Marvel's obviously trying different things as well. We'll get into that later. One thing I don't like, but DC's obviously opening up some new things. Intriguing stories, intriguing books, and even intriguing creators on all the books. Some art I don't like, but I think they're trying different stuff, just trying to have a bigger palette to work with, I guess.
I just think it's weird when you have dark characters, like magic-based characters that you would tell dark stories with, to have like Sunday morning paper
Cartoon, yeah.
Just not job.
We're talking about Dr. Fate.
And Hellblazer.
Not the best choices for the art. Dr. Fate, I was disappointed. I'm just going to say that.
Me too.
I'd say try it, but it's disappointing.
Paul Levitt still did a good job on the writing. It was just I couldn't get into the art. But, you know, you might like that sort of thing. If you want your dark, scary stuff to be kind of silly, maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, and again, if you really like some cool JSA classic heroics written by Jeff Johns, you got Justice Be Done over there on the Recommended Readable. You need to read that. That whole run was great. Read it. David Goyer, you might know him from the Blade movies. Yeah, Blade. What happened to him, right?
He was producer of the Dark Knight movies, too.
Yeah. He wrote Batman Begins.
He was
Man of Steel.
Not producer. Yeah, he wrote the Batman movies, and he wrote Man of Steel.
Which some people might have an issue with the Man of Steel comment, but all that aside, his comics were good.
Yeah. So,
moving on. Daredevil number 16. Mark Waid's wrapping up his run on Daredevil. The last issue's coming up, I believe, in September. So Mark Waid and Chris Samnee are wrapping up their run here. So anyway, Daredevil.
After that, he's going to be singing AC/DC, right?
Back in Black. Yeah, probably. So, what's the next line? Back in Black.
You know,
Hit the sack?
Maybe. It's been a little while. I've actually purposely not listened to that song.
It's great to be back. Cat's Eyes, 9 Lives. Yeah, anyway.
Oh, Cat's Eyes.
see, it's going to be in your head.
It's coming back.
It's going to be in your head the rest of the day. Audible virus. So anyway, Daredevil number 16, check it out. Deathstroke number 7, Tony Daniel.
Man, I love that comic. That's one of those DC comics like I haven't even thought about getting into that.
Yeah, Deathstroke's been solidly good. If you're not reading that book, you need to read it now!
Very violent.
Yes. So
he's a bad guy.
Yes, he's a bad guy. And he's young again. How did he get young again? Read
he
the
even
book.
has an eye. But anyway.
Read the book. It's actually Deathstroke is a solid DC book through and through. Tony
Jericho
Daniel, great
and
job.
Ravager, I mean, you know, it's really bringing in a lot of the characters from the old Judas Contract things.
Yeah, and there's like a plot line throughout the book that's holding you in every issue. So when a book does that, it's good.
I'll say this. I like it when both companies go back to like old stories and then tell new versions, or take the things from that story and tell a different story. I mean, that's what's cool about Secret Wars too.
Add to.
And it's not just retelling stuff. It's like, oh, well, this is in the vein of that, you know, continuing on in a lot of ways, but in the Secret Wars universe.
Speaking of Secret Wars, E is for Extinction. If you remember the Grant Morrison X-Men and New X-Men run from the late 90s, I believe, man, it
very
seems
good. I loved it.
They're bringing that back. If you like that universe, and even the art style kind of resembles it, but I don't know if it's. I don't believe it's quietly.
No.
But anyway, E is for Extinction number 1. Check it out if you're looking for an X-Men fix this week. E for Extinction is definitely one you want to get. Now we're going to F's. DC Flash number 41. Jumping on point.
Ready for Thawne to come back?
Eobard Thawne is coming back in the Flash book, and it's not that fake Reverse Flash. That's Daniel West.
It's funny because there's been more than one Reverse Flash before, and it was accepted. It's okay to have a.
I don't like his costume.
Daniel West one.
I don't like his costume.
I liked it. I thought it was really. I thought it was pretty cool. You can't have everybody run around in a yellow costume.
Well,
let's face it, it's kind of.
In a way, he kind of looks like the Black Flash. You remember the Black Flash from Grant Morrison and Mark Miller's run on the Flash? Did you read that back in the day? Who's the Black Flash?
I don't really. I've read, but I didn't finish.
He's kind of like the Death Flash. He's the guy that.
Like the Black Racer in a way.
Yeah. He's like kind of like the Black Racer, where basically he's like the black costume, the Flash skeleton, and he basically comes to kill and take speedsters back to the Speed Force.
He was actually in the Flash Rebirth.
He was. Speaking of which, Mark Waid created the Speed Force. Good job. So,
good job.
Anyway, so in Flash number 41, the return of the Reverse Flash, the real one to many fans, Eobard Thawne. If you've been watching the show, if you haven't watched the show, too bad, too sad. That's not rad. I'm joking.
Dr. Season.
I read a lot. Yeah, Cat in the Hat the other day.
No, that's expensive.
Fight Club number 2 from Dark Horse Comics comes out. Fight Club, did you read number 1? It's in my immediate stack. I had it in my hand last night, but I was like, read Fight Club number 1 or sleep. I chose sleep. Sorry, people, don't hold it against me.
I think there's too many books coming out.
There are too many books. So Fight Club number 2, get it. G.I. Joe,
books.
Real American Hero, number 215, coming from IDW. The Death of Snake Eyes. Who is the new Snake Eyes, you find out in this issue. If that intrigues you, read the book. Grayson, number 9, from DC Comics. Word on the streets, Dick Grayson's coming back home to Gotham. Everyone thought he was dead. Except Batman. Batman knew. So what's going to be...
Bruce knows everything.
Also, coming to Grayson, there's going to be a team-up with him and Superman I'm really intrigued about in the Grayson Annual. Has that come out yet, or is that coming out?
It's coming out. That hasn't
Dude,
come out yet.
I'm intrigued because Grayson got his name Nightwing from Batman and Superman. Night and Wing. Night for Batman, Wing for Flight or Superman.
There's also two characters from way back when, Superman and Jimmy Olsen went in the bottom city of Kandor to be classic superheroes of Krypton, which was Flamebird and Nightwing.
Yes.
Superman gave him the name.
So there you go.
Supes. Thank you, Supes, for giving Dick Grayson a cool name that he's not using.
Or should we be thanking Mark Wolfman and George Perez?
I think Mark Wolfman and George Perez, too.
We'll thank them.
Mostly.
Yes, we'll thank them. So Grayson number 9 comes out. Check it out. Green Lantern Lost Army number 1.
I'm actually interested in this book. I don't know if I'll pick it up just because I'm getting some of the books, but
I hear you.
I really do kind of want to read it. Most likely I will because I said that about Robin too, and I ended up picking it up.
Oh my gosh, Robin Son of Batman was awesome.
It was really good.
I'm a big fan of Robin.
You take something out like Dr. Fate, you put something in like Robin.
You hear me? You hear that, DC Comics? You did a good job with Robin. By the way, it's one of my favorite characters of all time. Just ask Adam West. That's what I told you.
Adam West will tell you.
That's right.
What Daryl said.
Even Robin's his favorite character, and he's Batman! So read the book. Anyway, Green Lantern Lost Army. You've got the Green Lanterns lost in a different universe. The Green Lantern Corps are missing. They're gone. Hal Jordan doesn't know where they're at, right?
John Stewart's like the man right now. He's going to get it. He's going to take care of it. He's John Stewart.
I think if you're a John Stewart fan, you definitely want to read this book.
I know a lot of people, the younger generation that grew up on JLU is probably more into John Stewart than Hal Jordan, which is kind of sad in a way, but it's not sad in the sense I like John Stewart. It's like kind of hard. It's almost even as far as like I probably like Hal a little better just because I grew up with Hal.
Yeah,
And
to
I learned
me,
John later.
I like Hal and Kyle. I know that might sound weird. Guy just because guys. Yeah, I like Kyle
You're a
Rayner.
Kyle fan?
I liked him when they. Well, Aaron's got to go. This is big. No, I'm just kidding. I like Kyle Rayner because he actually brought back the Corps. He actually rebuilt Oa. Now, I'm not saying his original costume was ugly as sin, man. That thing was terrible. Remember that costume? Weird white, weird shape all over his chest. That's terrible. But anyway, I actually like Kyle Rayner. They call him the Torchbearer for a reason.
Kyle had a really cool story.
But he brought back Planet Oa and the Guardians before Green Lantern Rebirth. It was a great lead-in to Rebirth. Anyway, that's why I like Kyle Rayner. Because they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
I can give him that. And then there was that really cool story with Major Force and his girlfriend. It's pretty dark.
That's the only thing anybody remembers from that entire
I know,
run.
It's about the only interesting part of it.
The only other interesting part is when he teamed up with Connor Hawke and Green Arrow. And that was it.
He's generally pretty whiny and just generally whiny.
It's like they tried to make Green Lantern Spider-Man. Or a Spider-Man-like version of Green Lantern. It didn't work.
He was a little bit just too emo.
Anyway,
Green Lantern is Kyle Rayner.
But anyway, speaking of Kyle Rayner, he's supposedly dead. But if you read Omega Man number 1, he's not dead. So read Omega Man if you want to see if you want to know the fate of Kyle Rayner. Read Omega Man, which number 1 actually was really good. So anyway, Green Lantern Lost Army, definitely want to check it out. And rumor has it Guy Gardner is going to be coming to the book real soon, if not in that first issue. So also Infinity Gauntlet number 2 from Marvel Secret Wars. Aaron's not a fan of the book. Speaking of which, you can get that book, Infinity Gauntlet number 1, for 50% off.
We have it right over there.
But you've got to buy. Wait for another video. Anyway, you can get that book for 50% off. How? Stay tuned here. Anyway, Infinity Gauntlet number 2. Aaron didn't like it. I haven't read it. We'll see. I need to read it.
You should read it.
I'm going to read it tonight.
See, am I being overly critical? It could just be because I have no vested interest in any character other than
Well, see, I like Nova. I like the Novas. Actually, according to Marvel, the Infinity Gauntlet book will be a pivotal book with Marvel going forward with the cosmic universe.
You sure you want to say that, Marvel? Because it's not.
That's what they say, but sometimes those things sell books. But anyway, that's what they said. Anyway, Korvac Saga number 1. The Korvac Saga was a famous storyline in the Avengers way back. I think it was in the 80s. Anyway, if you watch the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Hero cartoon, there's actually a whole episode devoted to this guy. And the Guardians of the Galaxy are in it, and it's worth a watch. 80s. Korvac Saga number 1. Check it out. New book from Secret Wars, and if you're a fan of Wonder Man, you want to read this book.
I know you like this one.
Somebody out there. MODOK Assassin? MODOK Assassin number 2. Yes, I love number 1. MODOK, one of my favorite characters. He's like the star in Secret Avengers, which sadly just ended. MODOK Assassin number 2 comes out. Really cool. Read it. Ninjak number 4 from Valiant. Ninjak really surprised me.
I hear lots of good stuff about it.
Probably one of my favorite books. Valiant's really. This might sound crazy, but I'm actually starting to get into this Valiant universe thing. I've never understood any of it. Gasp.
Anyway, Ninjak, I hear it's pretty good, and Bloodshot Reborn. He's froze. Moving on, we have finally, Planet Hulk. It's only taken him how long? 5 weeks?
How long to last?
6 weeks?
Oh, 6 weeks?
You missed out. We've already moved on to Planet Hulk.
Oh, man. Planet Hulk's...
Yeah.
Planet Hulk number 2 looks really good. Finally coming out. Really excited about it.
I love that book. Number 1 was really, really good. And, of course, one of my all-time favorite Marvel titles right now is The Punisher. Sadly, coming to a close.
Yeah, and I'm not going out with a whimper.
No, but Frank Castle's never going out with a whimper, and hopefully he'll be coming back strong whenever Secret Wars is done.
I gotta tell you, he's that sleeper hit character in all the Secret Wars books. If he makes an appearance, everybody loves it.
Yeah, because, he always has a big moment. Of course, Frank Castle doesn't go into any room quietly.
That's right.
That's why we like Frank Castle.
And what's he gonna do with all those bullets? Anyway, Punisher number 19 comes out. Really excited. Secret Wars 2099 number 3. If you like 2099 characters, if you like Peter David, which Peter David's Future Imperfect was awesome. I can't wait for issue number 2. Aaron, you just read that, right? You said, what was your quote?
Wow.
Yeah, it was that good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So if you like Peter David, check out Secret Wars 2099 number 3. If you're a fan of Spider-Man 29, read it.
I definitely think you should read Future Imperfect if you haven't too, because it's one of those books where you start reading and you're like, what's this about? And then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I didn't see that coming.
What'd you think of that last page?
I love that last page.
I love the last page.
This next issue is going to have a great throwdown. I can't wait.
Yeah, so anyway, check out Secret Wars 2099. Yeah, Future Imperfect is one of those where I really didn't expect it to be as good as it was, but it was fantastic.
Peter David is awesome, like one of the really cool Hulk runs. Like I kind of dipped in and out of Hulk because he's one of those characters that he's actually difficult to write for. But Peter David had a great run of the Hulk, so I kind of had a feeling it would be good, but I wasn't as knowledgeable of the Maestro. I just knew a little bit from some of the Hulk I read a long time ago, but when I read it, I was like, this is awesome. Definitely want to pick up more of that.
So yeah, read that. S.H.I.E.L.D. number 7, written by Mark Waid, which S.H.I.E.L.D.'s 50th anniversary is coming up in September. A lot of one-shots, including a crossover with Fury Sr. and Fury Jr., but either way, S.H.I.E.L.D. number 7, the 50th anniversary is coming up. Lots of cool stuff if you're a S.H.I.E.L.D. fan.
I kind of like to get that too.
Yeah, even if you're a fan of the show, a lot of people wrote off the show, but by the end of season 2, you're going to be like, it's going to be must-watch TV.
And I wish I was picking up the comic. Like, I'm trying to go back and get 1 through 6 so I can start from the beginning.
Yeah, anyway, S.H.I.E.L.D. number 7, read it. Watch the show. Season 3 is going to be even better. I mentioned Spawn number 253 because Spawn's kind of got a little bit of a bump in momentum. Check out.
Simmons is back.
Al Simmons is back. He's got a sword now. He's got teeth that look like Venom. Don't really understand that, but hey, it's Spawn.
I mean, McFarlane didn't create Venom, so I guess. And when Spawn first came out, it was like, this looks really cool, but you can tell there's a little bit of that Spider-Man influence in it, and now it's kind of like, hey, I created Venom, so I'm going to put that in it too, because Marvel's got it over here. Mine.
Speaking of which, Venom is coming back. Did you see that promo but released by Marvel? It says, I'm back.
I don't want to talk about Spider-Man.
We'll get into Spider-Man in a minute. Also, Superman number 41, part 4 of the Truth storyline.
Can't wait. It's not really parts. It's like different things going on, pieces.
All I know is I've been picking up the issues. To the Truth storyline, initially I thought, I don't think so. But I've been reading it. It's actually really good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think
I even wrote a review.
Actually better than the Batman thing so far. I mean, Snyder did
I'll agree with that.
Snyder did save it because he has such good dialogue, like having Gordon make fun of the suit really helped out a lot. That Gordon's attitude about it's kind of like ours. Like, why is Gordon in a mech suit? But he also has a Batman suit underneath.
He does. But Superman 41, Truth continues. We're talking about Batman. Just read it. Just read it.
Superman and Batman are going to be connected because Superman's going to be the one to go, find Bruce. Figures out that who wants Bruce dead anyway?
Nobody.
Duh.
Unless you're Dick Grayson's Batman.
Yeah, but even Dick Grayson, as cool as he is as Batman,
he's not. You gotta have Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, it's kind of insulting to Dick Grayson to be like, oh, you can just be Batman when Bruce is not around. Come on.
Yeah, Dick Grayson as Batman and Damian was a great Batman run, but
kind of like with Falcon, where it's like, oh, you're only important if you run around in Steve Rogers suit.
Yeah.
Falcon doesn't need to run around in a Captain America suit. Just saying.
Actually, I'd like to see Cap and Falcon be a team again in the Captain America book.
Well, wouldn't that be nice? But we kind of need Steve Rogers back where he belongs.
Well, I think it's only a matter of time for Steve Rogers will be Captain America. I'm enjoying the Falcon, the all-new Captain America Falcon Cap. Actually, was good. It makes you a fan of Sam Wilson, but man, you got to bring Steve Rogers back. Come on, Marvel. So, anyway, we're talking Superman, not Captain America.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway,
it's just easy to...
I'll get into Captain America in a minute. Superman 41, read Truth, it's awesome. Uncanny Avengers number 5, recommender. This book's going to be wrapping up soon with the big revelation of our Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, Magneto's children. You'll find out by reading that book. We Are Robin, number 1, from creator Lee Bermejo.
I like Lee Bermejo.
Robin, I do too. I think his art's great.
But
can he write?
He can.
Do we need a book with multiple Robins?
Suiciders was really good, but that's the real question right there.
Do we need multiple Robins?
No.
So that's the question.
No.
But basically, it's where the real Robin's gone. There's a lot of Robins to fill his place. If you read Endgame, you'll see who one of the main characters is. What's his name? Duke?
Duke, I think so.
His name's Duke.
This is a funny thing. Like, Batman and Robin leave Gotham for a little while, and it's just like, oh my God, we got to put other people in their suits just because we can't fill the void. It's like they're like a dog with that attachment thing. That's how Gothamites are with Batman. It's like if Batman leaves the city, they're gonna chew up the couch. Just saying.
Don't chew up the couch.
Don't chew up the couch, Gotham.
But I'm gonna say, try the book. If you're a Robin fan, it's his 75th anniversary this year.
That's pretty cool.
Which Batman Day is going to be in September. Whole other announcement. But Robin, it's the 75th anniversary. Try the book. And lastly,
don't chew up the couch.
The Book of Books. Finally, it's here! X-Men 92, number 1. And this time we get the release date right.
It's about time. Well, not with the release. That's always extra nice to have the release date right. But I mean, it's about time to get the X-Men 92 book.
That's right.
I can't wait.
So anyway, that's our
good X-Men.
Yeah, X-Men 92, and I hear Archangel and Apocalypse, and I don't know, I hear Archangel's definitely going to be there, which I'm intrigued already.
Back when it was like, it was one of the cool things of Marvel in the 90s was that X-Men had a really good run there at the beginning. And it's never really been the same since. There's been times when it's been interesting, but it's never really been the same since the 90s.
Yeah, but that's also like for a lot of people our age, or to a lot of people, even not our age, older than us, that's like their quintessential X-Men. That's when the cartoon came out, and to them, that's the X-Men. So anyway, it's going to be an interesting book. It's from Secret Wars. It's probably going to be your must-read this week.
I say so. X-Men 92. Superman 41.
We'll find out by our next week's video. But anything else you want to say, Aaron, before we close?
I think we have a lot of good books coming out. There should be plenty to choose from. And, the whole point is to read and have fun.
That's right. Kids, don't forget, look both ways before you cross the street.
I don't want to get right over by the shit.
That's right. I'm Daryl.
And I'm Rayner.
We've been talking comics.
We have.
And don't forget,
we got 'em.
Listen to the beard.
Previously on X-Men.